Hello everyone, T-Man978. This time we're going to be talking about Fans Toys FT-51 Chomp here.
T-Man978 Chill Review.
Alright, first thing I got to do is shout out Matt the Bot Supplier. He was getting his figure before me, so he offered to send his to me. And I was thinking, you know what? If I can do it, and thankfully Eddie from Doi Dojo, he runs that website, that's where I ordered mine from. He was able to change the address so to send it straight, the new one that's not opened and played with by me, to Matt. But anyway, here is this bio, and I should also mention that Matt got his from Nick the Toy Guy. But there's your tour of the box. Alrighty now, folks, he comes with his sword, or a spear, or a tail sword thingy. He comes with this gun that is like fully painted in like a silvery, bluish silver paint right there with some black. Lots of detail, but reminiscent of something they would have come with for he would get. Of course, he comes with this credit card quality card with the same bio you saw in the box, but you need a magnifying glass to see it, and these stats. You'll of course get the instruction manual, and in the box I believe he came packaged like this, so I'm going to rotate this, nice ratchet, and once you do that we can go ahead and shove the crocodile head back in because it's not blocking the waist. And I believe these were not fully extended. There's like a slight click when you pull them all the way out. If you can't rotate the bicep, it's not all the way out. So yeah, I like it. But let's give you another spin around of this guy. Or let me show him to you like that. Here's this angle. Here's the side. And I'm going to take that QC sticker off. Don't you worry, people that worry about that. Here's the back. Here's the back side right there. And you know what? I saw TM reviews had it up like this, and I was like, oh, I like that. But looking at it now, I think I like that a lot more. It looks more cohesive. But there you are. Let's take off the head so you can see that up close. Here is his face. For as much money as this costs, you only get one option, but the faceplate does pop off, so you can tell that they intended to give him another expression probably, but they didn't, and I think that's unfortunate. I can't tell if this is painted. If it's not, it sure looks like it is. And it's a nice kind of that shimmery metallic paint that they like to use. Here's this. I'll wait for the transformation to show anything else. But there's that. This is so smooth so far. But of course, the fingers open up. And you have the old school peg system that these companies still don't want to get away from. You peg that there, wrap this around, and put the thumb wherever you think it needs to be, and now you can hold that good. Shoot. It does have a hole in the barrel, so if you do have some kind of effect that can fit in there, there you are. The body right here, all of this is in that same paint that this is in, and any part that's that same color. Of course, this sword spear thingy, it has the same pegging system. So do the same stuff. It only fits in this direction because it's shaped to do that direction. But here's that. Now this is weighty, as you could imagine, and this peg is not the tightest. But it is on a mushroom peg. You can go ahead and put some floor polish up in there, rotate it around, and make that tighter however you see fit. But I'm going to remove this so I can show the articulation. The head, the neck On mine, this neck is free spinning like crazy. I don't like that. And the heads, as always, they don't like clamp at the top or anything. Come out way too easy. But it has another hinge that can make it rock forward, and it would rock back, but you have all that kibble right there. So him looking up is very difficult. That's pretty much as high you're gonna get. I mean, you could fake it by pulling the head out of the joint a bit for pictures, but of course anything you do could knock the head on the floor because it's not attached, so that sucks. The shoulders are on, and I worry about this. It's been a minute since I had a masterpiece style figure like this, but shoulders are on a ball joint. So far, they are tight and can hold the pose, so that's good. Swivel right here. Double jointed elbows. Bending that much. I showed the wrist. All the fingers are the typical Fans Toys fingers where they bend in the two places. And you get a ball joint thumb and a hinge right there. That's good. That's decent. Showed the waist already. Oh, I didn't do that on purpose, but trying to pick this guy up will make stuff like that happen when he's so heavy. But the legs can kick forward that much till you bump into the hinge. They can go that far back. Go all the way out to the side on friction. Swivel here. And they bend that much. The ankles are awesome. Love them. That's straight, but you get ankle pivot. The ankle can rock forward. The ankle can rock back. But there's a secondary transformation hinge, so you can pretty much have the foot however you friggin' need it. And that is good since he doesn't have a lot of range. He doesn't have the full 90 degrees in the thigh, so you can get better range with them ankles, and I super love that. Lupus was terrible with that, and I don't have Lupus or Dracula, so here's a picture I stole from TM Reviews of all three of them together. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that nice? Now I'm going to have to finish his review to see if he did that in beast mode, which I seriously doubt. Here's this comparison against the official leader masterpiece figures, and I'm happy to be able to show you this because it seems dirty to show you the official Optimus for some reason. On other channels, I mean. Everybody went with the TE. Here's a Gigapower Gigasaur, or whatever they're called. Thank you, G Tony. Official Seeker and official Carbot height right there. So, I'm probably not going to repeat this in my final thoughts, so pay attention. He looks great. I love the color scheme. Now, one thing that does throw me off is the hands are a brighter pink than the rest of it, because they're just plastic and not painted. You can kind of see that in the joint right here. But it's not terrible. I don't really care about it that much. He's holding this gun, so that's good. It doesn't pop out the hand as easily as when I had Lupus. I hate saying that name. But articulation, I wish the hips went up more. They don't necessarily need double jointed knees, but with this design, that I can see how that's going to be difficult every time unless they did some kind of extension. I wish the neck could move better, and I wish there was a better attachment to the headmaster to the neck. But yeah, and I complain about these ball joints. What is this? Something got itself in there, some lint. I can't get it out, but they seem to be okay, and I hope they stay okay. But yeah. And if you don't know, this is your first Fans Toys purchase, and good luck with that. Because once these things get in my hand, they're pretty much sold out. But anywho, check the link. I'm going to put a link to Toy Dojo in the description. But these things are typically fully painted, so be careful. I did notice on some stuff, like some of these scales that are die cast and painted, that I had little chips, and I see a little chip right there on there, and I have a scratch right here that I don't remember putting there, and another little scratch right there that I don't remember putting there. So you can't just toss these into a bin when you need to like move. You need to put them back in their packaging. So just be wary about that. But it's a good figure. I like him probably more than the first two that I had before I sold them. But yeah. So now I'm just gonna have this guy and not his partners unless I find them dirty ass cheap. Good luck to me on that. Because after I sold mine, they skyrocketed in price. Minimal complaints. I like the thing. Transformation. First thing I'm gonna do is pull this right here. Pull this, and this one gets stuck for me. It's very tight. But you need to pull this one definitely so that we can open this side and open this side. Rotate this around and shut those back. Put that to the side. Over here, we can transform the head. The head transforms by pulling the legs away from the chest, pulling the legs down, and untabbing the bottom part of here. Alright, the little headmaster isn't anything special. The head doesn't rotate. Let's see if I can actually zoom in on his face so you can see that. There we are. That head is completely full. If you don't want him to have a face on his back, you can pull that off if you're one of those people. But yeah, he has a ball joint that can go up high. That'll come in handy later. Of course, it can rotate. He has a elbow bend on one pin. He has more ball joints in the hips, but they only go out that far. They kick forward. Come down, he has a bend right here in the knee. And he has a ball joint in the ankle for ankle pivot and rotation. And like I said, all these green parts seem to be painted green. It is that tall next to the body. To prepare him to sit down, you might want to have the legs straight and get the arms up into a position similar to this right here. But now he can go to the side. Now we need to rotate the hands like this and make sure that they're closed up. You can open this up and rotate the hand in. Shut that. Bring this forward. Same deal over here. Rotate that. Push this up. Close that. Bring this forward. And we can rotate the arms and shove it up into there. Rotate the arm, shove it up in there. I'm going to put these up so they can get out of the daggone way. This may close itself, but these are to make his crocodile mode wider right there at the waist. You can push this in to get these crocodile scales up. Push that in. Yep, leave that like that. Dislodge this. Unpeg it. That. Let's just have that kind of dangling for now, to be honest. Rotate the waist and then rotate at the thigh. I'm gonna just move these panels out here out the way to get them out of the way. Now over here, we need to shut these heels. Rotate this joint right here, bring that down, twist that, and then put it into this direction. I'm going to need to push this out the way to actually accomplish that. So same deal, extend this, rotate that, this, that, yeah. And I'm going to start with this leg that now that we're over here, we need to kind of shove this, well, unplug it right there. And it's kind of wedged up into here. It's never usually wedged this tight, but now of course it is. Get that out of the way, open this, open that. And we should be able to lift that up. And then here, bring that down like it is. This green panel right here can rotate. Over here, we need to rotate this out. This right here slides. And then we can slide it back until we get that there and slide it forward. Or as forward as that will go back into here. Now we can dislodge this, open this panel up right here, and on the double hinge, bend it so that it can cover that peg right here. There we go. Open this door and open this up. There you are. Let's do all of that over here. I'm going to move this panel away from there, open this up, shut this, open that up, and bring this down. And this right here, I'm going to rotate the green inside. I'm going to pull that away. Make sure you move it around these pegs. Get that out. Shove it forward. Rotate. And then shove it forward again. And here I am taking this. I'm lifting this piece up. This thing becomes a tab that goes into there. Bend it on a double joint and open this up. Now we can take this one big piece going from here to there, lift that up. And this is why we didn't plug in the neck of the crocodile, because it gets in the way. These two pieces, they go up. These detail fillers. Now this knee needs to be bent so that we can rock this around in this orientation. You can take this and plug it into there. Just make sure you shut that. This closed itself. I'm going to make sure that's up. But basically, we need to bend this a bit so that we can rotate. And you know, I'm going to bend that way so that it will be clear of all this stuff. Rotate that in, and then rotate the foot up to be in there, which kind of closes things up. But this is difficult no matter how many times I did it. We need to push this into here. We're not on the difficult part yet. Push that into there and close that, and you're pretty much good to go. What is difficult is having the clearance to do all that with this leg. So bend that knee, get that into this orientation, rotate this until we plug it down in there. And what I should have did earlier, bend this leg, make sure this is shut, and we can go ahead and see. Here's the difficult part. We need clearance to get this in there and get this up into that area. I'm going to bend this and start shutting this while trying to get this into here at the same time. See, it's easier when one of the legs is not in a daggone way, but I got it in there, and we need to somewhat get it into place. But now that that's in there, we can go ahead and shut this door, which will help, and we can bring that kind of together and bring that there and shut this over top of that. Now, before we close this though, we need to take the tail with this little extra nub that's not at the bottom, put that at the top, put it on one side and close the other side on top of it, and go ahead and squeeze all of this together. So get all that squeezed together, push this together, and shut this down. The little filler pieces right here is getting in my daggone way. Is there any way to avoid that? This has honestly never happened before, so I don't know why. Oh yeah, the waist or something wasn't bent correctly, so I bent it down so that now I can shut this and avoid that. stretch that back out, stretch it back out on this side, which it doesn't seem to be all the way stretched, but you get the picture. Put the arms back, and now we need to lift this up. This peg right here needs to go into these slots. This I'm going to talk about later in the crocodile mode, but now we need to lift this up and lift that up to fill out the green area. Put the legs how you see fit. Get these legs how you see fit. I'm just going to angle them like this for now. Put them down, and we can open this cockpit up. And right here, put him in here. And if you have the arms up, he can actually look like he's holding the handle. But basically close that. And you can put the gun here if you want to store everything he came with. And we're good to go. He is a crocodile. Alright, crocodile mode. It looks like Skullcruncher. It's a nice cohesive crocodile robot. There you go. This right here, mentally I want that to connect to each other. I guess that's good right there. That's the best I've ever done, to be honest. But yeah. Alright, this little green spot right here, it was supposed to be flipped the other way where you only see the pink, but I didn't realize I did that, so my bad. You get motion here by being able to rotate this. You can rotate this on the ball joint. You can rotate this only side to side, this only side to side, and this connection right there is very tight for whatever reason. The legs, we got all of this. We got a joint here, and we got the toe there. So this toe doesn't have, no, it does have a little bit of a slight ankle pivot. Oh no, I got a full ankle pivot. I've been trying to do that. It's as wide as it needs to be. So yeah, that's a full ankle pivot. That is awesome. Up here we got all of this. Plus we got the ball joint right here that we had in robot mode. You can't really rotate it unless you extend that, which isn't meant to be something to happen. You still have access slightly to the double jointed elbow. And this definitely has an ankle pivot. The head with this right here engaged can't really go down that much. It can only go up that much. Can rotate, go side to side a little tiny bit, and the mouth opens. Awesome. Exposing the little robot dude inside. And here is his little gun mouth right there. I don't know if you can put anything in there. They do have little tiny pinholes for the barrel. But these are very sharp. And yeah. And let's disengage this. The neck can go down a bit more when you do that. So, yeah. I could not find my Titans Returns Skullsmaster, or whatever his name was. So I can't compare him to that. But that one had better neck articulation all around, which is amazing for something retail. The tail wasn't better, but you could also rotate at the waist on a Titans Returns figure. You can't do that here. I want to definitely show this. This is another beast mode robot. He is significantly bigger. This is very close to the same size as Fan Story's Grinder, but I'm going to let you see their size comparisons. Don't know where Skullsmaster is, but here's an Alicon. If that'll make somebody happy. And where is he? I have another Gigasaur. Yeah. There's that. That gives you, it's pretty much the same length at the neck and the tail, where the tail starts. I mean, here's my Fans Hobby Meg Tyrannel. And here's Masterpiece Starscream. There you are. Let's let you see more of the cockpit with taking this little dude out. This handlebar is actually capable of moving like that. They did paint a couple of the dowels or whatever, but yeah, that's that. And let's show you him actually standing up next to this. So there you go. That he would have to use his suit's power to jump up in there, unless he made the legs go down. But yeah. Anywho, this comes together nice and solidly. Sometimes you might have to worry about some of this untabbing, depending on how you mess with it. But it's pretty much together. Only thing that's not a solid connection, like I was talking about, is this. They didn't have any like pull out tab or anything, so you put that together. And yeah, it has good enough articulation for a robot crocodile. Mouth only opens that much. I kind of would want it to open up more than that, but pretty much no complaints really. Besides maybe I wish the neck articulation was a little bit better. So it is what it is, to be honest. And I do like it. If you need help with transforming this guy back from this mode to robot mode, I'm going to put out a separate T-Man 978 how-to so you can see that. Hopefully, if I edit it correctly, or if I feel like editing and uploading, that will be uploaded right directly before this video. So that should be available right now for you. Anywho, I said what I said about it in the robot mode. I said what I said about it in this crocodile mode. I like it. It's good. It's a good figure. I barely had too many things to complain about. Now, I do notice that some of this paint on this pink paint, like I already previously mentioned, does chip. I had some on my fingernail a little bit earlier. So be careful. I'm thinking it might not be avoidable, to be honest, but it's not the end of the world. It's not like falling off, peeling everywhere. It's just where you have a joint at, something might nick up against something. Don't die, please, anybody. Sheesh. Anywho, thank you all for watching this. Until next time, T-Man 978 out of here.
Figure action.
That one's me. Join the Syndicate Toy Hunters Facebook group. Link in the description. Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos. Click those videos, baby. Click the videos. You really should